me carefully, like someone hiding fire underwater. And every quiet touch from you felt dangerously permanent. You carry tenderness like private grief, soft enough to make restraint feel weak. Every look between us stayed unfinished, like desire afraid of being witnessed. We learned to speak through pauses and restraint, two careful souls romanticizing pain. Your fingers trembling slightly over mine, like crossing me would ruin both our lives. And maybe that's the reason I still ache. Some loves collapse before they fully break. No ruin scene, no violence, no goodbye, just silent hunger learning how to hide. But hidden love leaves deeper marks somehow, 'cause what we bury still breathes beneath us now. Now your absence sleeps beside me, like perfume trapped inside cold sheets. And every night my body reaches for the warmth it cannot keep. Some desires never fade, they only learn to stay disguised. And your name still sounds like heaven to the loneliest parts of my mind. I still remember how your breathing changed whenever honesty escaped restraint. Like loving me too openly would hurt, like passion itself had become dangerous. You kissed me slowly like a final sin, something beautiful we couldn't survive within. And every silence after we let go felt heavier than either of us showed. No one could see the damage in our grace, how deeply longing lived beneath your face. We looked composed while quietly collapsing, two unfinished hearts emotionally unraveling. And now your voice still softens every room, like grief returning, dressed in your perfume. Now your absence sleeps beside me, like perfume trapped inside cold sheets. And every night my body reaches for the warmth it cannot keep. Some desires never fade, they only learn to stay disguised. And your name still sounds like heaven to the loneliest parts of my mind. Baby, real love is not possession, maybe it's surviving what remains. After two people stop touching but still bleed through each other's veins. And maybe the cruelest kind of passion is the one that stays controlled, 'cause restrained love grows heavier the longer it goes untold. Now every new affection feels to all the silence we included, inside the way we almost gave in fully, inside the fear that ruled us beautifully. I hate how much your memory still fits inside the emptiest parts of my chest. And though I know we never could survive, part of me still waits for your reply. Some people leave but never truly disappear. They become emotional architecture, living quietly beneath your skin, like unfinished love refusing to end. Now your absence sleeps beside me, like perfume trapped inside cold sheets. And every night my body reaches for the warmth it cannot keep. Some desires never fade, they only learn to stay disguised. And your name still sounds like heaven to the loneliest parts of my mind. You never fully became mine, but my heart still speaks your language. And somewhere beneath this exhausted silence, I still belong to your memory. You still exist in my body, like warmth trapped under ruined skin. I stopped touching your name, but it still touches me. Kissed me like someone hiding grief, soft enough to make the damage deep. There was devotion trembling in your mouth, and fear disguised as tenderness throughout. We never spoke about the way we shook, every time our eyes refused to look, as if desire itself could hear the sound of two careful hearts breaking underground. You held my wrist like something close to prayer, like losing me'd already happened there. And even now my body keeps the trace of all the silence sleeping in your face. 'Cause some loves burn without becoming a flame, and some goodbye kisses never leave the veins. Now your memory moves slowly through me, like smoke inside abandoned sheets. I still feel your hands at midnight, even after all these weeks. And every love that comes after feels unfinished next to you. 'Cause nobody touches loneliness the way your sadness used to do. I still undress the ghosts you left behind in private corners of my restless mind. Your absence wears the shape of intimacy, a wound that learned to breathe inside of me. Sometimes I hate the softness in your name, taste of your restraint. But some restrained desires become eternal pain. Now your memory moves slowly through me, like smoke inside abandoned sheets. I still feel your hands at midnight, even after all these weeks. And every love that comes after feels unfinished next to you. 'Cause nobody touches loneliness the way your sadness used to do. Maybe we were never meant to heal. Maybe love was only meant to feel like holding something fragile in the dark, knowing one soft touch could break the heart. And maybe losing you with dignity was the cruelest form of loving me. 'Cause now I carry all we could have been, like hidden fire underneath my skin. I still reach for you in half-asleep regret, like my body never understood you left. And every stranger trying to love me now feels temporary somehow. You change the atmosphere inside my chest, turn quiet pain into a place to rest. And even if another heart stays near, part of me will always disappear into the version of us we couldn't save, the one still breathing softly in the rain. Some loves never become fully alive, yet somehow never fully die. Now your memory moves slowly through me, like smoke inside abandoned sheets. I still feel your hands at midnight, even after all these weeks. And every love that comes after feels unfinished next to you. 'Cause nobody touches loneliness the way your sadness used to do. Your silence still sleeps beside me, like unfinished warmth in the cold sheets. And somewhere between memory and desire, I still belong to you. We loved each other quietly, like sinners trying to stay holy. But desire eventually destroys everything, pretending to survive. You carried sadness elegantly, like something expensive nobody sees. And every time you try to look composed, I felt your loneliness beneath the clothes. We spoke in careful tones and tied at smiles, while tension ruined us in slow denial. Your eyes confess the things your mouth restrained. A silent war between devotion and shame. I wanted more than your controlled affection, more than surviving inside your protection. But every time we moved beyond restraint, love turned dangerous again. You touched me softly, like damage wrapped in gold, and I stayed knowing this would end cold. We collapsed like crimson saints in silence, still in love while letting go. Two beautiful disasters hiding everything we couldn't show. And even now your name still trembles underneath my quiet skin. Some people leave your life forever, but never leave within. I still remember how your body froze whenever honesty came too close, as if desire itself was something sinful, something destined to become painful. We slept beside each other full of distance, performing calm instead of existence. And every night you breathed and told the truth, that love was slowly killing both of us. No one betrayed the other intentionally. We only failed emotionally. Two damaged souls, too frightened to confess how badly we needed tenderness. And now your absence moves slowly through my veins, like holy fire mixed with elegant pain. We collapsed like crimson saints in silence, still in love while letting go. Two beautiful disasters hiding everything we couldn't show. And even now your name still trembles underneath my quiet skin. Some people leave your life forever, but never leave within. Maybe passion is not always salvation. Maybe intimacy can become grief. Maybe loving someone deeply means surviving what you cannot keep. And maybe we were too emotionally honest to survive inside this world. Two hearts too fragile for permanence, still reaching through the blur. Now every room feels emotionally smaller, every conversation slightly colder. No one has your dangerous softness or your beautiful emotional darkness. And though I know we could not survive, part of me still waits at night for your voice to move through the silence and make loneliness feel alive. But some loves are built to leave scars, not futures, promises or stars. Just a quiet ache beneath the chest that never fully rests. We collapse like crimson saints in each other carefully and still destroyed everything. Now only silence remains in the shape of what we almost were. I thought distance would heal me, but your memory aged like dark wine, growing deeper inside silence instead of disappearing. You love me with exhausted tenderness, like someone already expecting loss. Every kiss carried emotional caution, every touch already felt temporary. And maybe that's what made it hurt so deeply, how carefully we ruined each other slowly. No screaming scenes, no dramatic collapse, just intimacy dissolving quietly in our hands. You looked at me like unfinished music, something beautiful but impossible to keep. And every night we held each other close, felt like morning, something still alive. 'Cause some people stay long after they leave, like quiet addictions hidden underneath the skin. Now your memory pours through me slowly, like liquor after midnight rain, warming every broken part of me, while we open in the pain. And every stranger feels temporary compared to what we used to be. 'Cause nobody ever touched my loneliness as beautifully as you touched me. I still remember the way your breathing shook whenever honesty became too intimate, like desire itself terrified you, like loving fully meant emotional collapse. We survived through partial confessions, half-truths wrapped inside affection. And somewhere between restraint and longing, we lost the ability to stay. Now every song sounds emotionally unfinished, every silence feels heavier at night. And no matter how much time keeps moving, part of me still waits for your light. I tried to heal, but healing changed nothing. Some loves remain even without touching. Now your memory pours through me slowly, like liquor after midnight rain, warming every broken part of me, while we opening the pain. And every stranger feels temporary compared to what we used to be. 'Cause nobody ever touched my loneliness as beautifully as you touched me. Maybe we confused emotional damage with the feeling of being understood. Maybe loneliness made our passion feel holier than it should. But I still miss the way you looked at me, like my sadness deserved tenderness, and how your quiet broken soul made mine feel less disappear. I know we could never truly survive. Too much fear hidden inside desire. But part of me still belongs to you, in ways no future can undo. Some people become emotional fingerprints, remaining long after touch is gone. And even when the world moves forward, their absence keeps breathing on. Now your memory pours through me slowly, like liquor after midnight rain, warming every broken part of me, while reopening the pain. And every stranger feels temporary compared to what we used to be. 'Cause nobody ever touched my loneliness as beautifully as you touched me. The world kept moving after you, but something inside me stayed behind. And somewhere beneath this quiet heart, your love still drinks from mine. We look beautiful together, like something already breaking. And maybe that's why I loved you, with so much fear inside me. You touch me like expensive loneliness, elegant hands hiding emotional wreckage. Every conversation felt dangerously close to truth neither of us could expose. You have that kind of sadness people trust, calm enough to disguise emotional dust. And every smile you gave me after dark left quiet destruction inside my heart. I wanted permanence inside your arms, but you love distance almost as much as warmth. So every intimate moment between us already carried the shape of loss. 'Cause fragile hearts still break beautifully, and damaged love can feel like destiny. Now I hear your voice in empty glasses, and midnight conversations with myself, trying to survive the way you love me without destroying someone else. Every memory cuts slowly, like crystal underneath the skin. And no matter how calm I look, you still live somewhere within. I remember how your eyes avoided mine whenever emotions crossed the line, like loving openly would make us real. In reality was something we feared. We built entire worlds from almost touching, then watched them collapse without discussion. No betrayal dramatic enough to blame, just emotional exhaustion mixed with flame. You taught me intimacy can still disappear, even when two people are sincere. sincere. And now I carry all your unfinished tenderness, like hidden bruises underneath my chest. And every night I replay what we were, two lonely souls trying not to hurt. Now I hear your voice in empty glasses and midnight conversations with myself, trying to survive the way you love me without destroying someone else. Every memory cuts slowly, like crystal underneath the skin. And no matter how calm I look, you still live somewhere within. Maybe we were too emotionally aware to survive the weight of real desire. Two people intelligent enough to know some passions end in fire. But I still miss the way you held silence, like something sacred and controlled. And how your sadness made my damaged heart feel strangely understood. Touches me with your restraint, or carries beauty with that kind of pain. And though the world continues moving forward, part of me still stays emotionally paused inside the unfinished shape of us, inside all the tenderness we lost. Some loves never fully disappear, they become atmosphere, quietly living in your chest, long after everything else